shots fired over on Pensacola.
If you're not on post.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, Ava, a similar scene from just a few minutes ago when I was last with you. Lots of law enforcement of almost every agency in North Florida, seemingly right here. FHP, TPD, Leon County Sheriff's Office, and I will say most recently, a large line of Florida Wildlife Commission, FWC, police showed up in their pickup trucks in tactical gear, it looked like. And I will say it's still what I would call a stagnant scene, not a lot of commotion around here. There are some students trickling out of campus. I've talked to each one just asking, are you okay? And they say yes, they're just trying to get as far away from campus as they can. I will say we did talk to a few people at the bus stop across the street that were saying they were inside the student union. They were working for the catering service at campus, and they were inside as they heard what they thought were multiple gunshots. One woman told me she heard maybe 15, 20 gunshots and started running towards the street to get to the bus stop here. They didn't see any casualties, they didn't see much, but they also told me at least some of the students that were inside the student union made their way inside the Co-Cathedral of St. Thomas More across the street, and they were inside the sanctuary right now just trying to calm down, I suppose. The pastor was with them, and that there was a group inside there. That's what one of the women who works at in the catering told me. So far, we haven't seen any ambulances from where we are. It's just law enforcement. And we haven't seen, again, any commotion, I would say. Now, they have blocked off every road, Woodward Avenue to the north, and then Tennessee Street east and west completely blocked. So, again, if you're traveling on the west side of town, of course, stay far away. Now, we have seen a helicopter above us. It's still going above us. And as you've mentioned, we don't have any word about anyone being in custody, or at least we haven't received word from here on the ground. Right now, we're the only ones out here. We're going to keep close tabs. We've gotten a better vantage point. We're now on this side of Tennessee Street, so we can look farther down towards the student union. So we're going to keep a close eye on, there are some folks, law enforcement walking, and we do see crime scene tape up all around the student union. So we're going to keep a close eye on that and any other commotion that comes up. But for now, we're going to send it back to you guys in the studio. Let's get some, sorry, we have a lot of it. Oh, that's fine. Let's get some video. There's just more people walking around now. I can do that.
Street with a white duffel case.
Really?
Yeah. But
that students for Democrat Society rally was supposed to happen at 3 o'clock at the Integration Statue.
Oh.
Church nearby, so he's kind of talking to people there who are were there at the moment and kind of ear witnesses to it and just trying to get away from it. Very, very scary situation there.
Indeed, and hopefully we can get some more information, especially on the shooter. To see who that is and what's going on, why this is happening, why this has happened. We have no idea if the person is in custody or are they still looking for them, and what's going on, but we're definitely working on it. Again, we have several different crews out there on the scene, and they're listening and talking to authorities, and even the authorities at the hospital. And the TMH has released a statement, And so they say TMH is actively receiving and caring for patients related to an incident that has occurred at Florida State University. At this time, details are still unfolding, and we do not yet have specific information to share. However, we want to assure the community that our teams are fully mobilized and prepared to provide the highest level of care and support to all those affected. So again, that's a statement from TMH on this shooting on FSU's campus. That alert coming out about the shooting at 12:01 today.
That's right, and we've got Cody Butler and Jacob Murphy there. Cody Butler is on Dewey in Tennessee, and Jacob is at Woodward in Tennessee. We are going to go to a live shot from Dewey in Tennessee right now, where Cody Butler is, and see what is going on there. We see students crossing there at that crosswalk, and you can see the heavy, the police presence, the law enforcement presence there, and they are just trying to get, it looks like what they're trying to do is get these students away from campus right now. So we can see them exiting the campus, crossing the street, right there on Tennessee Street, and that's what,
FBI, ATF on scene as well. One of them got arrested, one of them got killed. Watch out, Cody.
walk behind. Y'all want to walk behind. Yeah.
At 1:20, I'm gonna hang up with CTV and call into Gainesville.
Are you waiting on folks? Okay, the reunification center's at the Civic Center, just in case you need to check on somebody, okay? That's a chaotic situation. I appreciate that. Horrible situation. Sir, watch back. Sir! He goes the other way. I didn't want him to get you.
I didn't want to get
Sir? I have no idea. Unfortunately, I literally just rolling down and watching the news all the time. You're awesome.
Are you able to confirm that FBI ATF on the scene?
I'm not allowed to. You probably want to talk to Captain Martina. And actually, right now that it's evolving, you kind of just hold off.
Yeah, I know. I was just curious.
I'll get to the PAO, PJ Show, and I'll let her know that you're inquiring. I'll try to help you. Okay?
All right, yeah, no worries. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That's who I'm talking to. They coming to you? Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to Gainesville now.
Hi.
So for the most part, you say all your friends who you know here, everybody's safe for now.
Right, all my friends, I made sure to call them, text them, make sure they're okay. Some of my friends are still on campus in lockdown. They have the university on lockdown for a few hours now until they make sure everything's settled. But it's all around campus, all around College Town. Just make sure you're inside and safe.
Yeah, and even though everybody was told to kind of hunker down, what made you still want to come out here and check on your people?
So I was nearby and I knew some friends that were on campus, so I came by quickly to make sure that they're okay, to take them away from the university if need be. I just don't want anything to happen to them, so I thought safety for them is my first priority.
Absolutely. Anything else that you want to say about the situation?
My thoughts and prayers go out to everyone. I hope everyone stays safe and nothing bad happens.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Peter. So we're going to continue monitoring the conditions here. I mean, again, heavy presence, law enforcement coming in and out, cars having to turn around because they can't get into campus. It is too thick here with law enforcement presence. So that's what we're hearing as of right now. I'll send it back to you in the studio. Jade? Sorry, I believe our producers are having a little bit of trouble. I'm not able to hear Jade at the moment. can hear her now. Call Vicky. Ask her if we're good to let Peter go. Let her go. Okay, thank you so much. And again, I'm so sorry about the whole situation. It's intense, but please stay safe. And whatever you need, give me a call. Okay? Thank you. Please safe. I don't see anybody else I can grab. Could you get a B-roll? Oh, never mind. He already got in his car. I probably look so well. You look fine. My uncle, when he sees this, he's gonna kill.
Putting up Rubio and Paris, the bilat, on Live Channel 4. We're still waiting for the White House to come up and give us a picture. We will need to either find another channel or interrupt Rubio when Trump comes up. Thank you.
I don't know, but that's crazy that they would even ask me to do that. I wish we could get to a closer location. There has to be another angle. If CTV isn't here, they must be somewhere else where they can see it.
I don't know where, but if they chase, unless they got in before the troopers and everything, everybody would have up there. But the kids were coming out like this.
I aired on Local 10. Stand by. They're tossing back to me. Yes, that's right, Jade. I can hear you. I'm currently live near the intersection of Academic and Atomic Way. Oh, sorry about that, Jade. Absolutely. It was a group of about 5 students that walked past me, and I said, you know, are you guys okay? Is everybody okay that you know? They were coming from a direction that has heavy police presence. We can't get over there. Cars are having to turn around. We're right by the intersection of Academic Way, Atomic Way, as close as we can get to the scene at this point. They were coming from that direction. I said, is everybody okay? And they're saying, yes, everybody's okay. But at this point, we kind of don't know what's going on. Some students are getting a lot of their information from social media. We just spoke with a student. His name is Peter, second year. He was saying that there's a lot of information circulating on X, formerly known as Twitter, and what he's seeing is the updates about apparently just all the information that's kind of circulating. But we want to remind you it's important to hunker down and stay up to date with local law enforcement and your local media here so that we can tell you what we know, what's going on. Some of those, They also told me that there's some videos circulating of more closer to the scene as students take from whatever building that they're in as they're closer, but hunker down. It's important to stay safe. Students are telling me for now they came here closer to the scene just to check on their friends, check on people that they know on campus. That's what they came here to see, and then they're going right back to where they came from just to make sure that they hunker down. Peter said that at this point, it's so shocking that it hasn't really hit him yet. So as of now, people are just using their instinct to come and check up on their friends and head back to where they're going, hunker down and stay safe as the situation progresses. That's the latest here. That's the vibe that we're getting here from FSU Live. Kenya Cardona, I'll send it back to you, Jade. Thank you. Okay.
So if you want, we can try to go down there and see this another camera person with a TBU just went down there, but I got chased up.
Sorry. People in Miami are talking to me. Sorry, what did you say?
I said somebody with a TBU just went down there.
Really?
Yeah, he just walked down that way. We can go, but I don't know. You want to try it?
I want to try it.
Okay.
And some of them haven't been able to get in touch with their friends yet. That's what makes them so afraid.
6 victims on the radio?
We're getting some initial reports. There may have been maybe upwards of 6 victims. Again, working to confirm all of that. We're just hearing it now, but we'll make sure that we get as much information to you as soon as we can. We just, again, I hesitate to say too much about these things that have not been confirmed by a police officer telling me directly, but that is what we're hearing right now. Again, these are eyewitness accounts. These are people who have seen things and are telling us what they've experienced, and at least one person told me that they had seen a fatality. Other injuries ranged from leg injuries to injury in someone's backside. We don't know the extent of all of this, and that's what's so heartbreaking and gut-wrenching. So that's what I can tell you, Lauren, right now. Lauren, I have been through a lot in my 16 years in this business. I have seen tornadoes devastate communities. I've seen hurricanes. I've seen fireballs wreak havoc, floods. This is a first active shooter situation for me. And what's so tragic about it is that, much like these students, I thought it was never going to happen to me, right? And that's the reality that a lot of these kids are going through right now. That is the crushing truth that they have to swallow, is that it did happen to them, because these things happen too often. They happen too often. And now we have to question why and how bad, and we have to go through all of that. And so I am experiencing the emotions, the anger, the frustration that they are too. As journalists, we absolutely have a responsibility to tell people the truth, but you cannot hide the anger and the frustration and the sadness that you experience in moments like this. And I don't want to. People should hear this and know that these are tragic situations. They are terrible, and they should not happen anymore. But again, I am grieving with this situation just like anyone on campus, because it is horrible. Thank you. See ya. I'm gonna go check in with Doug.
Would you grab my tripod?
Yeah, where is it?
In this cart right there.
Cart? You guys okay?
Yes, we're okay. I'm Jenny Ralph. I'm with University Communications.
Forrest
here.
Saunders.
Just wanted to let you know we are setting up at Turnbull Conference Center. Are you
Turnbull.
familiar?
I am not. So let me just write that down, okay? What time do you think?
They told us to start letting media know to go there now.
I'm just gonna go there now.
There's not any planned press conferences currently that I know, but that's where they will be giving out information.
Thank you, sir.
From university officials.
Okay, university officials, are you guys gonna do a joint with police, do you know?
I'm not familiar right
Okay.
now with that.
Stations Live Channel 2, the source has changed to WFTS. This is now WFTS Tampa, Florida. Thank you.
Confirmed that with Tampa, so. How can he talk to y'all? Can he call one of y'all for IFB? ready for us?
Yes.
850
Oh, okay. Hold on.
576 1037.
It's Forrest.
Are you talking to him? Okay. Can you hear programming? He said yes. Stand by. Well, unfortunately, I'm seeing just a large police presence here. This is not something that anybody wants to see or expected to see on a Friday before Easter. You had a lot of kids that were at the student union, as I understand. They were hanging out, they were studying, they were eating food. And then witnesses tell me that they've heard at least 10 gunshots that were fired. They thought it was probably a lot more than that. And then everybody ran. And what you've seen is some of the video that I captured on my way onto campus, which is in green spaces where students lay out in the sun. They left behind towels, they left behind meals half-eaten, they left behind their laptops, their shoes. They ran for their life because they did not know what was happening, but they were told to evacuate. Now, as I understand, just talking with some university officials here just a little bit ago, the current situation is that law enforcement, as required in an active shooter situation, has to go building by building, has to go door to door to make sure that the campus is in fact secure. That is what they are working on right now. We have not gotten the all clear. We were alerted earlier today to an active shooter situation, and I got to tell you, it was sometime around noon. I can't really recall because things have been happening so fast out here. And there is just a big fog of knowledge right now. We do not know what is true, what is not, but that is why we are waiting for officials to give us those totals. We hope that they're low. We hope that there is none, but obviously we've heard a few confirmations already. But that is the reality of these active shooter situations, is you just don't know how bad it's going to be. The initial moments of these kinds of things are full of rumor. They are full of wrong information, unfortunately, but that's just what happens in these emergencies. So we are waiting patiently to find out more information. I can tell you what students have told me, including that at least one individual was wounded on the face, and I had video of this. I saw this with my own eyes. He was loaded into the back of an ambulance, and he was shackled. I do not know if this person is involved or the reason for the shackling, but a U.S. Marshal brought some shackles over. They restrained this person and they took him away. Whether or not he's connected, we do not know yet, and we probably will not know more until law enforcement is ready. Now, if you look on top of the buildings here, you'll see some law enforcement with their long guns out. This is what we have seen for at least an hour since I've been here. Law enforcement in tactical gear with bulletproof vests, with rifles at the ready. They don't have them in an elevated position, but they are walking around trying to secure this area. I've seen law enforcement with battering rams, crowbars, trying to get into buildings to make sure that they are secure, that everything is safe. That is, as the university officials told me, standard operating procedure for one of these events. So we're just waiting to find out what the next steps are. I also know that here eventually there will be a press conference. We're being told the university will inform us when that will be exactly, but they were asking media to stage at another building here on campus, which we will be headed to here shortly. But that is sort of the latest situation that I can give you. I just know that students are afraid. They're worried about their loved ones. They're worried about their friends. They're worried about their teachers. And that is the harsh reality of these situations, is that we'll all have to wait to find out. I do know that parents have come to the area and have been asking students if they know their son or daughter and if they can give them an update. That people are just desperate for information right now, and we will do our best to get it out there as fast as we can. Guys. Talked to a number of students, and what they've told me is that they're afraid. They're in shock. Again, the student union is a place where students congregate to study, to laugh, to have a meal, and some consider it a complete safe space. So they were just stunned when they either heard or heard the shots themselves. I don't want to go too far into some of the details of what they say they've seen, because again, I want to wait for officials to give us hard numbers and data, but I can tell you, at least in general, the injuries have ranged from fatality to a wound on a leg. We just are waiting to find out what the numbers are. And that is the next grim step in this process, which has become all too familiar here in America. We all think that this could never happen, but it does. I haven't. Most of who I've talked to are people who were around the student union when this happened. They were others who were sheltering in place, ran to the area as soon as they thought it was safe. I can tell you some of the images that we've seen in other school shootings are present here, which is what's so terrifying. You have situations where you've got students with their arms above their heads trying to leave, trying to get out of the area, and being watched by law enforcement, putting their hands up because it's all they can do to stay safe in these situations. And again, just tears in eyes, fear in people's hearts right now. And as you can see, it's just a very, very active situation. They've basically cordoned off the entire student union. I'm bad at, distance, but I would say maybe a football field away from me now. And that is going to be the current status until they can get this whole situation on lockdown. So we are waiting for that.
But I imagine most of the information is going to come from press releases, right?
The media guy stopped me from FSU a second ago.
And you got the location, didn't you? Of the press conference where it's going to be and everything? Turnbull? Okay, I have that here.
You okay, Forrest?
No, they didn't give me a time. No, I'm not. I'm mad.
I'm sorry, man.
That's okay.
Where's Jason?
I don't know.
Yeah, mine's not good either.
My wife was saying, you know, she connected.
Yeah.
She was saying FSU faculty got told that. But I'm asking her to confirm that she's a third party.
One at large? Hey, a source I trust says 4 dead, 34 injured. Says potentially 3 shooters. 1 in custody, 1 dead, 1 at large.
What happened?
They don't know. They went in and they just opened fire.
I have some friends who have responded to that. I think they're okay talking about it.
Okay.
So they're fine.
Do you see that shit over there?
No? What happened?
The campus grass, the lawn, where everybody just left their shit.
Is it, I assume it's.
Fucking meals, just sitting out there.
I assume that's all picked up, or should I?
I don't know.
Will
I
you
mean,
let me walk over there, bro?
I got a little video. Oh yeah, they'll let
I
you
saw
walk
it.
over.
I saw it. Do you get kicked out of that area?
No, I just walked over.
Right, so like she wants me to. I'm on CCTV.
Just